Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We have that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Hall to start the drive. And some space here. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Jets have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 38. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll run with Hall. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This defense for the Jets, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
To throw again on second down. Tua looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge. On the double.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. (7-7) our score after 1.
Here we go.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Elijah Moore really started to come on in the 2021 season as a rookie out of Ole Miss. Saw 8 or more targets in 4 of his last 5 games and ended up leading the team in yardage. Expect to see a lot more first downs like we just saw there in this young man's future.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Hall. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 16, Wilson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzama. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzama, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Sermon connects on the extra point. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zerline going with a PAT. Tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following a touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
From the 27, Tua. His throw incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On first down, Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. All ball again on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
If you were going to choose a franchise back from the 2022 class, most figured it would be Breece Hall out of Iowa State, and he was the first guy off the board to the New York Jets. More than looked the part of a bell cow.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up fourth down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do was play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Play action, now it's Tua. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes...
Edmonds has it knocked loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Tua. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Tua to throw again. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Here we go. Shot, 17. 8, 9. 6, 7.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the interception, here's Wilson. On the move to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Oh, what a move. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That one complete to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces, because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
A give running right is Hall. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Now Hill to return it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. Tagovailoa. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Tua to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Ball again on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball again. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one's going to come. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I can help fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Jets, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you?
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The Eagles had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away. Yeah, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shot. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Buffalo 18. Come 19. Come 19.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Foyesade Oluwakin just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball, understanding where the receiver is running his route, allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. On play action, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 20.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Completion good for 14 yards. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. We're scoreless after 1. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And this one's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. A give to Etienne running right. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lawrence. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. But got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Forced out to his left. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And he's going to go down again. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box.
He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Etienne up the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Drop for a loss of 7. Multiple defenders.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Lawrence under pressure. They got him again. Kobe Dean brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing the offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd and very short, Lawrence. He completes it to Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll go play action with Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Lawrence on 3rd down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have...
And my goodness, another interception. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Epps, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the counter, Etienne. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action. It's Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy. This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 19 to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. A pitch comes to Sanders. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And some room to work. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On the set. 51, match box right.
A handoff for Etienne.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. Lawrence will throw.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Jaguars are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jags, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.